What's up, guys? This is Brandon of Steel Cogs, and this is something I haven't done in a long time. I haven't even played Battlefield at all. But yeah, of course, this is Battlefield Hardline. As you can see, I'm in a chopper. In fact, the gameplay you're going to see is just a ton of random shit. You know, it can range from being a chopper to armored SUVs, which, of course, I love from playing Arma. The fucking hunter things with the, the OPS hunter things. And I think, I don't know, there's just a ton of shit. There's some infantry. Kind of a mixed bag, but I just kind of want to talk about kind of how I feel so far and what I think about the beta and how I think the game is going to go down on its full release. So basically, it's a closed beta right now, and I don't actually know how long it's supposed to go on for, but I have heard that it is supposed to go on for months, actually, until the open beta comes out, which is in the fall, or I think September. So, that is really only about 2 months away. So I say it's months, but, it's only really 2 months. So, I mean, it's still quite a long time for a beta. Hopefully add in some more stuff, because there's no way people are going to sit here and play the same map with the same guns and all that for the next 2 months. It's just not going to happen. As far as cost goes, if you watch Frankie on PC's upload, I think the other day, asking whether it was worth it or not, I want to say he said in England it is going to cost £59, which, or something along those lines, which is pretty much exactly 100 US dollars, which, if you ask me, that is a beyond ridiculous price for a game like Battlefield Hardline. But in the US, it's going to cost $60 for all consoles, as far as I can see. I do not think it'll be coming out on the 360 or PS3, but it looks like on the new gen consoles it will be out, and of course along with PC, which is what you're seeing here. So, like I said, that price thing, I really, even at $60, I don't agree with, mainly because if you look at the engine, it is the exact same one as BF4, so, the only thing you're getting new stuff about is, it's just basically a DLC, really. There's a big difference from BF3 to BF4. And a lot of people actually did not see that. But if just the way the game plays, the way the game feels, it is way different in, Battlefield 4 than it is to Battlefield 3. But this is pretty much exactly like BF4. At least going into beta so far, this hasn't had any major FPS issues like Battlefield 4 did when it came out. I remember there was a bunch of driver updates you had to do, and I don't think NVIDIA, or I don't know about Radeon because I don't have a AMD card, but I do know that NVIDIA has not, at least not that I've been notified of, released any driver updates for it. And the game runs for me literally exactly like Battlefield 4 does. You can see the FPS counter pretty much at the top right or top left of my screen throughout all these clips. I don't know, some of them it's not in, but yeah, if the FPS dips down, that's pretty much just because of Shadowplay, which is what I used to record this, because Shadowplay tends to kind of give a placebo effect where you're not supposed to be losing FPS, but you really do in reality if you're watching the FPS, so yeah, that's kind of a thing. Anyways, though, getting back on topic, like I said, this game really should not be $60 or £59. Well, I guess that's pretty much £60. I'm not exactly sure if that's correct information, though. I'm just going off of what Frankie on PC said. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have also heard that yourself if you watch his videos or you subscribe to him. But yeah, like I said, I really don't think it should be worth that much. It's definitely not worth that much because it's the same engine. It's literally just like a big DLC, and in reality, it should be probably about $40 or something like that. I mean, that's never gonna happen on it. I guess you could consider this a AAA title because it is a AAA title. But yeah, it's never gonna happen on a AAA title. Nice ragdoll, by the way. Just because it's AAA, it's EA and DICE and what's that? It's like Vicily or Viceroy or something. Not Viceroy, that's Watch Dogs, but some other company that is producing this. But I'm pretty sure DICE is still along with them. Either way, I really wish they would have just released this as a cheaper Battlefield to keep people busy, since a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, are disappointed with BF4. And, I wouldn't say I'm disappointed with it. I'm disappointed with how long it's taken them to, do things, and I just got bored of it waiting for the updates that were needed. But, yeah, a lot of people got bored of BF4 and, were disappointed in it. I really wish they would have just released this as, a cheaper Battlefield for, to keep people busy until the next one, Bad Company 3 or Battlefield 5 comes out. As far as the game modes go, I've played, oh yeah, this is back, by the way. Everybody knows and loves this. But yeah, as far as the game modes go, the two in the beta right now are Heist and Blood Money, right? So Heist makes pretty much sense. It's like the robbers trying to break into the vaults, or yeah, I think vaults, and they gotta, escape with the money, and the cops have to stop them. That makes sense. But Blood Money makes literally no sense to me. It's just a big money pile in the middle of the map, and both cops and robbers are trying to acquire the money and bring it to their own vault. Now, what that doesn't make sense to me aren't cops supposed to be trying to stop robbers from doing that? Like, I don't understand why they're doing it themselves if the goal is to stop the robbers. I don't know if I'm the only one confused by that, but it's confusing. As far as the guns go, some of them, a few of them at least, have been in the series before, and more or less rehashed, of course, as Battlefield usually does. And something like the AKM, that could be classified as just an upgraded, more advanced AK-74 from Battlefield 3. Yeah, Battlefield 3, right? And, it's pretty cool, the AKM. I like it so far. It really reminds me of DMR, to be completely honest, just because of the recoil. And from far range, that thing is a bitch to use. But, it is fun still. So, yeah, as far as the snipers go, the only thing I have to bitch about those so far is the scopes take up literally, like, a third of your screen, and you can't see shit. It's like the M40A5 from Battlefield 3, except 20 times worse. Okay, maybe not 20 times worse, but it still sucks. I know that's probably just a preference thing, and, I'm probably bitching too much about it, but it's just really one of those things that annoys me. I don't see why the scope has to be, obviously the scope's going to be big in real life and whatnot, but making it super big on your screen is kind of annoying and not really redundant, but yeah, it's really fucking annoying. As far as I can tell, though, the only thing that applies to is the long-range scopes, the medium ones, and short-range ones work just fine. Scope size-wise, you'll see later on there's like an ACOG on a G3 sniper, which ironically has a weird-ass name that I don't know why they added that or called it that, because you can just literally look at the weapon model and tell it's a G3. The thing about it is it literally doesn't look any different as the one that was in Battlefield 3. So it's pretty much the same exact thing, but I think it does the same damage as well, and I think it has more ammo, but that's about it as far as I know. There's also that survivalist perk thing for the medic class. I think it's called Operator or something like that, and basically, well, medic or assault class, whichever you prefer to call it. But basically, it's like a free self-revive thing. You basically, like, if you die by anything but a headshot or an explosion, you basically just stab yourself with, like, an epinephrine pin, and you revive yourself. So, I've found that to be useful when trading kills, because the netcode in this isn't too bad. It's pretty much on par with Battlefield 4's right now, after the recent update. There is also, of course, the zipline and the grappling hook, which are both pretty cool. Now, I mean, as far as usefulness, I mean, I really don't see them being used. Definitely not, like something like the survivalist perk or a med kit or something along those lines. They will never, ever be that useful. But, it's a cool idea. I just think, at least on this map, which is in LA, and I'm pretty sure they're all going to be, well, not hosted, but, like, staged more or less in LA. I guess it gets the job done, but, like, the range on them isn't that great. If the range was better, then that'd be pretty cool, and if the grappling hook was more like a James Bond style thingy, that would be pretty cool, where, like, it just pulls you up instead of you climbing up it or anything. Oh yeah, also an epic 38 snub slow motion moment comes up right here. I thought I got a collateral. I don't think I did, but yeah, it still looks like I did, kind of. So yeah, just 60 FPS slow motion shadow play for the win for once kind of scenario, I suppose. Anyway, I keep getting a bit off topic. Another thing that kind of bothers me is the fact that robbers have attack helicopters apparently now. Well, it's not really an attack helicopter, but, like a scout helicopter. I mean, it doesn't really bother me. It just doesn't make sense to me why robbers are flying around in helicopters that have, oh yeah, by the way, if you press Z while you're in a passenger seat in a car, you can do this. It's pretty sweet. You can, you know, go GTA on people. But, yeah, I don't know why robbers have helicopters with guns on them. You know, maybe like the transport helicopter, but I don't really understand it myself. But, you know, they have to do it kind of just for the game's sake, so it's balanced and fair. And if they had actual attack helicopters like Apaches and stuff, that would be pretty cool. Although they're definitely not going to do it. I don't think they're going to, at least. And here's that trade scenario thing I was talking about. See, take that and stab yourself with an EpiPen, and yeah, you're awake again. And there's no such thing as a trade. You just got the kill there, because this netcode is definitely the greatest, and there is not one thing than it's ever better in the world. So yeah, here's the G3 sniper. It's called like a PTRS or something. You can, if you just look at the model, it's clearly a G3, A3, or one of the G3s. And ACOG sight is actually not taking up my whole screen when I'm not scoped in. But yeah, it really doesn't make sense, like, why it's even like a 6 times or an 8 times scope takes up your whole screen. Overall, the game does seem pretty cool, although, to be honest, I probably won't be buying it for $60. I just think that is a bit overpriced for a game coming out just barely a year after Battlefield 4, and especially after Battlefield 4's issues. I don't know if this was to make up for it or what, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to be buying it when I could spend $60 on GTA 5 for PC instead. But yeah, if you guys did like this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment, and I may upload this more in the future. Let me know if you want to see it. Peace.